Good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? I'm fine. It's so good to see you again today or talk to you again today. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys when we have our Zoom chat. Okay, so we have our Piglet here this morning.
I'm Piglet.
Okay, and we have Scamper. Let me get Scamper all ready so she or he can say hi. Hi! Okay, hi. So good morning, everybody. How are you? Okay, we're going to sing our good morning song, so sit nice and tall. Or if you want to stand up and just kind of stamp your feet while we sing, that's okay too. If you have your clappers, make sure you get them ready so when we hear our memory song today, you can bang along with your clappers. If you need clappers, remember to tell Mom and Dad to let me know, and I have extras so I can send you another one. Okay, let's get ready. Are you ready? Clear your throat. Okay, good. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, and how do you do? Okay, that was really, really good singing. Boy, you guys are really getting good at this. Okay, so now let's say good morning to our teachers first, okay? Piglet's going to help this time, okay? Mrs. Oh, Piglet, what you going to try to do? Okay, that's Mrs. Amata right there. That's me right there in the middle. And then that's Miss Mary on the end. And I talk to them. Well, I text them. We send text messages. And so they're both doing fine. They both told me tell you hello. And just as soon as they can, they're going to try to reach out to you some way or other. I don't know quite how yet, but they want to try to touch bases with you and say hi or send you something. I don't know, but they'll be doing something very soon, okay? All righty. So now let's, I'm going to put Scamper over here because Piglet wants to be in charge today. And so I just want you to see some of our Zoom people, okay? So when we're on our Zoom, during our Zoom chats, I'll just kind of move this back and forth and up and down and kind of around and about. So I hope you can see and recognize some of you. You see how some of you are showing me some things that you did. Some of you are showing me your coloring, showing me your little books. Sometimes you show me your favorite toys, or if you're eating what you like to eat or snack on. Okay, and then on the back side, we only have two on the back side, but I just really wanted you to see because this is where one person is showing us some of the work that she did, and then we have our two other ones showing us something. I'm just going to move these around because I don't know, I can't tell if you're seeing them or not, okay? All right, so these are what our Zoom chats look like. All righty, and I'm going to move this over also. And, whoops, boy, we just really falling apart today. Okay, so in our story today, who remembers the man's name that we talked about last time? Do you remember his name? Who went to the woman's house because he was traveling and she gave him food to eat and built a special room for him. Do you remember his name? Okay, well, I don't know. That was kind of a hard name, but his name was Elijah. So can you say that? Elijah. That was his name, Elijah. So that was our story last week. Today, we're going to learn, I'm going to put Piglet down too for a minute, but today we're going to learn about Elijah the prophet and his friend and his friends who lived in a town called Shunem. Okay? And in last week's lesson, who remembers what Elijah promised the woman? Who remembers what he promised the woman? All right. If you said he promised that she would have a baby the next year, that's pretty hard thinking, and that's pretty good remembering. That's really, really good if you could do all that. All right, so, well, she did have the baby, just like he had promised. And the baby grew up to be a young boy. And, you know, he would go out to the fields with his dad. And one day he was with his dad in the grain fields. And the boy got sick. He got real sick. And when he got sick, let me get my picture out to show you the boy. Okay, so here's the boy when he got to be big. Remember, he started out as a baby, and then when he got to be bigger, I'm just going to stand him here. Okay, and so when he got to be bigger, he would go to the fields with his father, and he got sick, and he said to his father, and he said, my head, and then his father was so concerned, so his father called out real quickly to one of the workers and said, here, take the boy to his mother. And so they took the boy to his mother. Remember, that's his mother. Took him to his mother, and but the mother, you know how mothers. So the mother took him, and she just kind of held him. I'll just put him kind of right in front of her. And so the mother held the boy. But it didn't help any, because the poor boy died anyway. And so the mother was very sad. Can you show me your sad face? And she took him and she put him in the bed where they had made for Elijah. So we're just gonna lay him right there. So she laid him in the bed, and then she got on a donkey and she rode all the way into town. That's the donkey there, and she got on the donkey. We just stand her there in front of the donkey, and she rode into town looking for Elijah. When the mother found Elijah, she told him what had happened, and Elijah told his helper, Gehazi, his helper Gehazi, to run to get help for the boy. And he told him, here, take my walking stick. Let's get Elijah out so you can see him. So when he told his helper to see, here's Elijah with his walking stick. And he told Elijah, here, take my stick. So he took his stick. I'll just lay him right there. And he gave his stick to his friend and told him to go to his house, go to the house, and when you get there, I want you to take the stick, his staff, they call this a staff, his walking stick, and he said, and put it, just lay it on the boy, against the boy's face. So he went to the house, and where'd our boy go? We got to put this back the other way. So he went to the house, and there the boy was laying on the bed. And so he was supposed to put the staff on the boy's face and then just wait. But when he put the stick on the boy's head, I can see, the boy was still not breathing. So he went back to Elijah, and this time Elijah came. So let's get Elijah out. So this time Elijah came to the house, and he went into the room where the boy was. So this is Elijah. He went into the room where the boy was. He closed the door, and he prayed. And after a while, the boy started feeling warm. His body started to get warm. And Elijah walked around the room. And you know what happened? The boy sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. When the mother saw, let's bring your mother back. When the mother saw that her boy was no longer dead and that he was alive, she was so happy, and she knew that Elijah's power was from God. And you know what? God has power to help us too. So it was God's power that helped her. Remember that we just reviewed. He had told her a year from now she would have a baby boy. And she did have a baby boy. She did have a baby boy. And the boy grew up. So we'll take the baby off now because he's no longer a baby. And so the boy grew up, but he got sick. And when he got sick, it ended up that Elijah was the one who came to the house. And after he prayed to God, then the boy woke up. And the mom was so happy. And she knew that the power to heal, to wake him up from being dead, not healing, but to wake him up from being dead, she knew that power came from God. And we know, boys and girls, we know that God is all powerful. He can do anything, far more than any of us can do. So whenever you need anything or whenever you have problems or any kind of thing, don't ever feel like you cannot let God help you, because God has all power. Can you show me how powerful God is? Come on. Real strong, powerful. That's how God is. Okay, and he can help us too. Alrighty, so let me let you hear our song first, and then we will talk about our memory verse. So here's...
Our help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Our help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth.
Now you should be able to sing by now.
God is strong, he has power to help. We worship him today. Our help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Our help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Our God is strong, he has power to help. We worship him today.
Okay, now you sing along.
Our help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth.
Sing loud.
Our help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth.
There again.
Who made heaven and earth.
All right. That was very good singing. Okay, so now that's it for today as far as our lesson. So before I'll show you what you're going to do next week. Let me show you this. Remember this? And this is the little pocket that you were going to make. And then you should have cut out these little pieces here. And then these were little pieces that you would give to someone to show that you care. So did you give any of these to anybody at all? Okay. Now, if you're answering now, that's real good. But you know, the thing is, I can't hear you answer right this minute. But when I talk to you on Thursday, make sure you have all these answers ready for me, okay? We're going to have everybody talking together on Thursday. That should be a lot of fun. All right. So remember one more thing, the Bible verses. So make sure you're practicing your Bible verse. And our Bible verse is, our help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Let's practice it. Let's see if we can do it together. Ready? Make a little fist. Make a fist. Put it in your hand here. And it's like you're kind of pushing it up to help somebody. So we say, our help, and then like this, comes from the Lord. So we're going to see, I'll look at this so I can kind of help you out with it. Okay, ready? So we're going to say, our help. I'm trying to stand these up. Okay. That's good. Okay, so let's start again. Ready? Our help. So just kind of push it up like you're helping. Our help comes. So you're going to go around like this with your index finger, so your pointer finger comes, and bring them to you like this. Comes, and bring your hands to you like you're coming. Comes, and then when we say from, so make an L like this with your thumb and your index finger or your pointer finger. That's look like the letter L, okay? Lord, so we will just put this here and come down this way. So start on the left side, come down. The Lord, from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. So just real wide for earth. Okay, so our help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. All righty, so make sure you have mom and dad to kind of practice that with you, okay, to help you with that. All righty. Last month for the last, we got a couple of more weeks for the Bible verse, okay? So make sure you're working on your Bible verse. Our help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. And then that's from Psalm 124:8. And in the Bible, here's my Bible, and here's Psalm 124:8. That's where this comes from in the Bible. Okay, real quickly, I will send you this. This is just a prayer reminder. So this is a sheet that would help you help to remind you of the things that you want to pray for or should pray for. So just follow the directions on here. There are a couple of things on here that you can color. Mom and Dad can help you with this. You will have to do a little cutting, okay? And then here we have our little heart tugs, Elijah and the Shunammite son. And here's the picture of him. And you'll also have a coloring sheet. So if you want to color your sheet the same color as this, you can. Or if not, you just color whatever color you want. For my older kids, if you're 4 years old already, then I will send you a sheet like this. So this is a little more challenging, just a little harder, because there's some letters here. And at the beginning of these letters starts a color word. So like, for instance, if you see the letter Y, you may have to have mom or dad to help you with the letters. But if you see the letter Y, Y is for yellow, okay? O is for orange. G is for green. I don't know if there's a green. G is for green. This one here is the letter R. R is for red. Okay, and I might put the little thing on here to show as a reminder for you. All right, so you'll be getting, some of you will be getting this sheet. Some, the younger children, will be getting this sheet. Same sheet, just one is a little more challenging. All righty, and so that's it for this week. Let me bring my little friends back so they can say goodbye to you, and look forward to seeing you again next week. Remember to send me, you can send videos, you can send telemessages on the telephone, not the telephone, text messages, or email, anything. Just let me know, and when we do our little chats, that's a good time too to tell me things and show me things. Alrighty, so let's get ready to say goodbye. Goodbye, and then we will see you next week. Remember, obey mom and dad and grandma. Remember to be nice and kind, to share, to help, And if you play outside or go outside, what do you have to put on your face? Who remembers? All right, if you say a face mask or a covering, that's good. I saw some of you at the parking lot a few weeks ago when we were at the parking lot, and you all look good in your masks. So make sure you keep on wearing them. Bye.